Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Stallions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Stallions will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Inside and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stallions offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker and speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Across the 25. He's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught on the outside, it's Moore. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Anthony. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
It's complete on the right side. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants it all. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back in this offense. I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Inside the 30. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Anthony. Using his feet to buy time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Quarterback making adjustments. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Plows through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Stallions decide to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He's got it on the run. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Anthony. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Temple.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Bust through behind his pad. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stallions.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Anthony. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called, and unleashes one deep. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Miami, 45, Sharks, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Stallions line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll try. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Space. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide open downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Stallions are flying down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's
looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Has the sticks, and he may get more. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Anthony. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Miami, 59. Sharks, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides to back and leaves it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Stallions are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Stallions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Anthony. Makes the grab. It's Moore. After 40, there he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Sharps, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Shoots his way for more. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Stallions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. We enter the 4th quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Let's go, let's go.
To the air, it's Grimes. And a defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They boot it away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 30. Yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Canes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hand. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Hussein. Touchdown, Miami! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. But a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's a deep. I'm in late in the game, man. When you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oh, he's got a chance. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Canes! And they turn it into a defensive score. Things a little more comfortable after that score, and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Crosses the 30. Got the first down. Looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, in a 2nd and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Stallions will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
On the run, it's Lanier. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
Into the secondary. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.